Greetings. It is Monday, July 31st. And you are tuning in to Koh Show Live, streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Donations to Venmo at Koh Show Live. Time to get to business. Classic Hunt, take it away.
Thanks, Chris.
Ghost in your kitchen. In the middle of the night, you were sleepwalking naked. You were suddenly awakened by the hum of your refrigerator. When its glowing light illuminates the milk in its container, you will be hip to the meaning of plastic with an expiration date staring you in the face. So scared for a second, you can start to explain it. Things are not the way they seem. I could let you in. There will always be a world kicking dust up in your rear. There will always be a stranger getting lost in stranger's shoes. Whenever there's a feeling, there's a killer on the loose. There'll always be a lynch mob stringing up a noose. Always be a bullet frozen right between your shoulders. No, it does not change. Even as you grow older, they just change form. Every minute one is born. Or I like to call them bad ideas. This brings us to the circus, which is where they got the bloodthirsty not discredit this initial disclaimer. When the line entertainment with her whipping wooden chair, she said, I never thought I'd be an entertainer. Watch what hides inside your mouth. Who knows where those thoughts have been? If you're only sure of doubt, then you got the hang of things aren't the way they seem to be. Things are the way they have always been. What if the meaning of deceit shines like gold inside of me? What if what is scheming underneath is more than cheap machinery? Things are not the way they seem. They're the way they've always been. If you don't know by now, I don't think I could let you in. I wouldn't let you in. Wouldn't let you in.
Good evening out there, wherever you may be at this moment in time. We are live with the Koh Show in the first state of Delaware. We are the Classic Hunt. That song was called The Hang of Things. We'll be playing for you songs from our forthcoming album this evening. Before we get started on our next song, I think we'd like to turn it over to our drummer, Aaron, for just a brief few words.
So I'd just like to dedicate the next two songs, or a song and a half, if you will, to my bubby, which is grandma in Yiddish. She passed away this past week. She was the matriarch of our family, the mother of three boys, a single mother, and took care of them and raised them up, and then had 10 grandchildren that all got together this weekend. And I'd just like to dedicate these next few songs to her life and her legacy. Thank you.
Can't you hear it? The ringing. I see you. All I see. Do you see me too? Can't you hear it? The ringing. Hey, thank you. That song is called The Ringing. Next song, if you go to our website, which is www.theclassichunt.com, exactly like it sounds, you type it in, and on our landing page of the website, you'll find a video for this next song. It's called Camazotz. Heaven, hell, an ashtray on a windowsill. You to watch the snowflakes fall, the news to know who's left to kill. Blanket warm, fire warmer, women keep you company just long enough to lose track of the moments from the memories of spider silk, milk and honey, grapes and cheeses, salted meats to sugar cubes, feet and teeth, faces change. Change the facts, remain the same. My brain is black and washed by summer rain. It's so hard to believe it, but I'm the lucky one. Some days on earth feel like heaven. Some days on earth feel like 7. I won't leave you alone if you leave me alone. Some days on earth feel like heaven.
We're so excited to be here, and we're excited for STRAWMAN coming up. We've got a few more for you. Again, if you like that one, check out theclassichunt.com. Check out a video we filmed that out in Phoenixville a few years ago, out in a field covered in ticks.
We recorded one EP that is already available on all your major streaming platforms. Like any band, the first EP is full of raw exuberance, young naivete. But we're excited about this new album because it's got so many more layers, and we've even expanded the band by adding some keyboards, which was not the case before. This is Bobby over here. But yeah, anybody who likes what they're hearing, just do look up what we already have available, but please stay tuned because with a few more shows, we're just going to be trying to ramp up a momentum for this new record because it is finished, it is amazing, and it's our best effort to bring these ideas into some sort of tangible media that you can take home.
We'll go ahead and say thanks to Ted Richardson, who helped us record that, and he was instrumental in us getting this album done. And now, just keep your eyes and ears out for the future when it's actually available. But until then, here's another one from that. It's called Bottoms Up.
She was still breathing. Be the evil you believe in. Be the repeat offender of the season. Be the evil you believe in when they run their hands where hands will run if you leave them with the freedom to call them as they like to see them. What a dream I had. I thought I took a drink from that fountain of truth atop the mountain of wonder. Well, I woke up alone, confused and aggravated, denuded of my fortitude, a stranger in my home. Now I live to fall asleep, to dream, to wake up somewhere else, someone else is locked in somebody else's junk. But somewhere I'm so certain it gets inside and lifts you up, oh, rips you up from the bottom where you sunk.
the evil you believe in. Maybe we can introduce the band real quick. That's Tyler over there. Wrote the words that he's singing, sing-talking, shouting, spitting fire at you right now. This guy right here, I suppose this might be the loudest of the lead guitarist of all of us. This resplendent gentleman is called Andrew Haff. Did I say Tyler's name? That's Tyler Haydut, the writer of all these words. This is Andrew Haff right here, the man who sears the fire through his guitar. This dude, he brings noise like a tornado that you, the only way you'd hear this is if you waited too long before running away. This is Brendan. here's our keys man. This is Bobby, singing these high, ethereal harmonies. He has a solo career you should also check out. And over here, Aaron over here, the man with the somber feelings, he's still bringing all the percussion to you tonight with all this fierce ferocity. This is Aaron Wolf. Yeah. I'm Jude Alvarez.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. This is the Classic Hunt. Love you guys.
This next song is called Know How.
Slow
Thank you again. We were so very excited to be here, and this was the best Monday you could ask for. So this is our last song. It's one we call Singapore. And very excited to see STRAWMAN coming up after a little brief intermission.
Okay, we can get started for you, man.
By the time she left Singapore, she wore a ring on every finger. Could not be forewarned, she would not accept surrender with her blended shot full of ice, booze, pills and juice. Private rooms, tombs where to become cocooned. Go where I stay. 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 Go where I ask you once now, tell me true. What does silence sound like to you? Ask you twice, would you be kind? Uncross my arms, uncrack my spine. I asked you 3 times for free time. Would you seek or hide? Would you speak in rhymes, slanted or otherwise? Go where I stay. 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 You sure have lost me. Ain't that a nice sound? Sure have cost me. If I
No, thank you, the Classic Hunt. That was awesome. So catch your breath for a second. While you do so, I'm just going to talk a little bit about how much I liked that. That was just good American rock and roll, like not totally Southern, not totally Northern. Like I feel like Wilco and Dr. Dog in there and stuff like that. And you guys, I mean, with such a large group to be that tight, you know, that's like that's the way to do it. Yeah. So I was gonna ask you guys about your EP, but you already told us everything that there was to say about it. No, I'm just giving you a hard time. So instead, you know, let's talk about, say, the different bands you play in and what it's like playing in the Philly scene and stuff like that. You know, give me a little bit of your background and how it's all stitched together.
Sure. You know, I moved out to Philadelphia from middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania in about 2010, so I've been around for a long time. And for pretty much all that time that I've been out here, I've been a member of a group called Rockers Galore, which is fronted by my friend Blair Pointe du Jour. Great band. I play keys in that. It's great. And that's one of the great things about our band is that everybody, you know, generally plays in other groups, and it's the one thing that I love about Philadelphia is that community of music where there's constant collaboration and, you know, what we say, cross-pollination of groups that keeps everything so tightly knit, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, if there's we met through the Dawson Street Music Pub in Manayunk, Philadelphia, which is kind of like a musician's pub in Philadelphia. But
Oh yeah.
the fact is that Tyler's been like using this name in a lot of different iterations to kind of use his songs, but this is the first time that the band coalesced around it in a way that's lasted for more than a few years. But yeah, he's in a group called Rockers Galore. You were in a group called Wet Brain shortly before we met. I was in a bunch of groups I was trying to start before I joined this one. This group essentially turned me into a bass player. I didn't really think that's what I was, but I was just kind of hanging out at the open mic and listening to people's songs and being like, I think, yeah, we could do something. But that's where all the open mics sort of like live, is that like that place of people who don't really have a band yet, but they're just about to get one because they have ideas.
Right.
And the drummer is in another active group called Kennel Club with the keyboardist here. Justin Carrots has got an alt country thing going on. I've got another group called Pawn Shop Roses that's very Americana. You know, it's kind of straight rock. We're about to come out with a live album right now. That's also in pre-production, just like this album here. But yeah, like Tyler said, it's a vibrant community. It's one that's still collaborative, and everybody's trying to make each other better. We don't want to get to that acrimonious place like Pink Floyd, where the reason you're good is because you hate each other and you fight all the time. It should be because everybody's growing and trying to get better.
Sure. Yeah, I really liked your big harmonies. You know, I mean, like clean 3-part, 4-part harmonies, and yeah, I mean, what kind of where does that come from? Is that like, you know, oh, I listened to Crosby, Stills and Nash when I was, you know, like. Yeah,
when I was about 7 years old, I started deconstructing Beatles and Simon Garfunkel to say, like, okay, he's singing this part, he's singing this part, George is singing this part, John's singing this part, Paul's singing this part. I started deconstructing harmonies early. I came to the group, and Tyler already had this song, The Ringing, and I immediately was like, okay, I just want to sing this into my phone in 3-part harmony here. What do you think about this? So, yeah, I think I bring that to most groups that I'm in. Like, I don't think people harmonize anymore. People are into other things, but instead of collecting on street corners and singing in close-part harmony. And that probably says something about, you know, what's wrong with our society in general.
We still collect on street corners.
But yeah, I'm big into harmony. I love doing like 4-part, 5-part barbershop type stuff. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I think of myself as the same as like Badfinger and Paul McCartney. Like I'm the bass player who also sings the high notes. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so I wanted to ask you a little bit about your name too. Sometimes there's a way it rolls off the tongue. There's definitely maybe a hidden pun in there. You guys ever get into sticky situations? Like I'm imagining, like let's say like my boss, you know, I tell my boss, yeah, I play in a band, and they say, oh, what's your band's name, right?
My mom got mad at me.
Well, you know, we wanted to be called Trivial Pursuit, but the Parker Brothers got litigious. So we came up with the next best thing. And really, you know,
I'm gonna make that board
one's-
game,
all
and
we gotta
I'm
do
gonna
is
make
just
that board game and come
encourage
after you.
diction, you know.
No one cares.
Diction is paramount. And like any art, you know, the viewer or listener puts something into it. So if anybody's got some kind of funny idea about the name being anything other than a description of, you know, the human condition wherein we seek money, power, love, fame, you know, acceptance.
Okay.
Right on.
Those are the classic hunts that we all can feel in our hearts.
I'll add to that. We try to attract an audience that will like what we do. And if you don't like slightly double entendres with slightly heavy with implication, you probably won't like us. So don't worry about it.
Fair enough. Well, you guys sounded great. Before we hit the intermission, do you have any upcoming shows? Anything you wanna, you know, last parting shots?
We're always looking for the next thing. So, you know, put it out there into the world. We'd love to play a show with anybody, anywhere, anytime. Until then, you can catch Aaron and Bobby with Justin Carrots and Kennel Club at Grape Room on August 12th. And you can catch Mr. Jude Alvarez with Pawn Shop Roses.
Pawn Shop Roses is playing August 11th at Bridgeport Rib House, or if you're in the Bethlehem area, I'm also playing with a group at Music Fest on August 5th. But mostly check the website, check the socials. This new album coming out is good, and we're probably going to be booking some shows like close to home and trying to get that network, build the momentum for the new record.
Cool. Well, I'll definitely keep an eye out for it because I want to hear it. So thank you. The Classic Hunt sounded great. Stick around. We'll be back with Strawman. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody.